this shit happens for a reason. But it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to...
Hello, you lovely people. Today on cooking... Let's redo that. Hello, you lovely people. Today we are making breakfast sliders. I love breakfast and I love sliders. So now we're getting breakfast sliders and we're gonna have that for dinner because it's delicious. Enough of this. I promise I won't do that squeaky voice this whole video. I swear. Okay, so we are going to cook some bacon. So the bacon we're just gonna cook right in the oven, and we are gonna use this grease as a part of the gravy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like the whole King Hawaiian buns, and we're gonna have some melted cheese on it. We're gonna have some crispy bacon. We're gonna have some eggs emulsified with butter, which is my favorite way to make some scrambled eggs. And we are also going to have some shallot and then some sausage gravy. So my sausage gravy is also going to have the bacon grease from this, because we don't want the bacon grease to go to waste. Now, we all know that after we cook bacon, it shrinks up. So I'm gonna cook a little bit more because I want it to be covered in the bacon. All right, covered. A little bit extra bacon never hurt nobody. Okay, so I've squished a little bit more bacon on here. This is a pound of applewood smoked bacon. I'm just gonna bake this in the oven at 405 degrees until it's nice and crisp. We're gonna start the gravy while the bacon is cooking. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil into the pan. I have this pan preheat on a little medium heat. We're gonna go ahead, add in the sausage, and then we're gonna break the sausage. This is breakfast sausage. We're gonna break this up into tiny pieces. We're gonna let this cook until it has become nice and caramelized on the outside on low medium heat. The sausage has been cooking for about 12 minutes on medium low heat. It's nice and crispy now, and it's in tiny little pieces, which is what we want. The bacon's not done yet though, so I'm actually gonna turn the heat off of this until the bacon's done, because we need the grease to finish the gravy off. So I'm just gonna turn off the heat until that bacon's ready. We're gonna cut up this beautiful little shallot here. I want the shallot to bring some nice crisp, crunch, refreshing flavor to the slider. Oh my God, didn't I promise you guys I wasn't gonna talk in an annoying voice this whole time? All right, let me get back to that. Okay, so we're just gonna cut the shallot up, guys, and I'm gonna stop talking.
Honestly, I'm open wide. I don't feel like waking up without you by my side. I still see your silhouette. Why don't we go back to your bedroom?
So I've got the King's Hawaiian savory butter rolls, and we're gonna cut these in half, okay? So let's get these off. I haven't had these since I was a kid. Oh my gosh, that came apart. All right, well, we want to cut these. We're gonna cut these with a serrated knife, because using a serrated knife for bread is a lot easier than using a not serrated knife. So I'm literally just going to cut those across lengthwise like that, like that. There we go. After 30 minutes, the bacon is nice and crispy, so I'm literally just going to pour all that bacon grease in there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at it. Look at it. A beautiful, majestical bacon grease. Look at that. That was probably like a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup of bacon grease I got out of that. For the gravy, we are going to add in some milk. We already have the bacon grease and the sausage all cooked up. We're gonna do a 1.5 cups of milk. We're gonna add in some all-purpose seasoning by Frontier Co-op. Honestly, I use Montreal Steak seasoning more often. I just don't have it on me. So we're gonna first add teaspoon. Let's mix that in, see how it is. Or another half teaspoon should be good. So we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of this or 1.5 teaspoons of the Montreal Steak seasoning. We're gonna let this come to a simmer, and then we're gonna add in a slurry to thicken this gravy on up. We're gonna also add in a half teaspoon of salt. Okay, so now we have our sauce here that is bubbling away after we added the milk in. So now we're gonna add in our slurry, which is milk, cold milk. You can't do warm. Cold milk and cornstarch. If you did a warm liquid, it would not work properly and you have clumps and it's not going to be a thing. So it has to be a cold liquid, so cold milk in this case. I'm just using my finger to break up the cornstarch because it's easier to use your finger to tell if it's all dissolved or not. All right, and then we're going to slowly whisk it in, and you want to whisk it at the same time as you're pouring it in, so that way it doesn't make clumps, because if you don't do this, it's going to clump up and it's not going to be good. So you want to do this to make sure there are no clumps, clump free. And then you could add more cornstarch if you'd like. So we're gonna see how thick this gets. If we need to go a little thicker, we will. As you can see, this thickens right away. All right, so I actually want it to be a little thicker than this, just because it's for a sandwich, so I don't want it to, I want it to stay on the sandwich. So I'm just gonna add in 1 more tablespoon of cornstarch and milk. Look at that. Ooh, that's looking like some gravy I want to eat. Oh yeah. And this needs another half teaspoon of salt after everything is said and done, and it is good to go. So we got our Hawaiian bun sliced in half here. Now we're just going to line everything with cheese. Now I'm going to put this back in the oven at 405 degrees, same that the bacon was on, and let it melt all over it. So the rolls are all done. As far as the cheese being melted, it was in the oven for 3 minutes at 405. We're going to go ahead and put a layer of the shallots down. Oh yeah, this is going to help cut through all that fattiness. I love shallot. Shallot's like a red onion and garlic in one. Oh yeah, I even love the smell of it. Oh, this is going to be great. Now we're going to put down the bacon. Now the bacon is gonna be heavy duty. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, we want that. We want that. Oh yeah. This is what we want, guys. We want it. There's a little bit of bacon left over. For the eggs, we're gonna do about a half tablespoon of butter. This is on low heat. We're gonna go ahead and add the eggs. Wow, this should be at a higher heat. As it starts to cook up at the bottom, we're going to displace it. This pan should be hotter. I didn't have it hot enough. Ooh, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay, perfect. So now I've got 3 tablespoons of butter, just broken up in little chunks on my knife here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's it. I'm gonna cut off the heat. We're gonna go ahead and add the egg to everything. We're gonna add the gravy now. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my god. Okay y'all, let's try this. This looks freaking delicious. I couldn't get it to cut in a nice, neat way. There's everything I want. There's freaking gravy. There's eggs. There's shallots. And there's cheese and bread. Say no more. This is freaking amazing. Y'all don't know what you're missing out on. All right, love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.